Alright. Alright, hello. This is my ICS 111 final project. Filmed this a bit last second, but it's alright. So, what should I start with? First, I'll start with, I guess, the simplest thing, menu state. I loaded in the texture for the background and for the play button, right here. Handle input. This picks up an input, so if I click, then it takes me to the next game state, which is the actual game, the play state. Right here, just some math to make sure that the play button is center of the screen, even if you change the dimensions. Here, disposes it so it doesn't take up any more space, I guess. I don't know what the word for that is, but the computer doesn't know that it shouldn't be there, so set this up. Going into play state, this one's has a bit more, but overall they kind of use the same pattern of the handle input update, so it's not too bad. Handle input, I set up the snail jump and the snail fall. This initially wasn't in the code, but I added it so it was more aligned with the dinosaur game, I guess. Right here, update. This makes sure, I guess, the camera is following the snail at all times. Tube sets up the placement of the tubes. Render here, renders all this stuff, draws the ground. Here, my points. Dispose again. Update ground, so the ground keeps looping. It doesn't create new instances, instead it just moves them ahead, I think. Yep. Snow.java. This is the actual snow itself. Here I set up initially it was just a singular PNG, but I set it up to a animation, which is some pretty interesting animation. Here's the update flow. This is all the movement and the way the snail kind of interacts with the game. This is the spawn point for the snail. Oh no, wait, not spawn point. This is to ensure that the snail does not fall through the map. Right here, the snail speed is tied directly to the game's runtime. Earlier, I don't think I went over it, but the points in the top left also coincide with the game's runtime. Here is jump. Right here. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. It ties into this right here. And here's the fall. And then, yeah, I think that's enough Game State Manager to make sure I get everything. Here, this is music. In my earlier recording, I had one more before this. I tried commenting these out, and for some reason, doing that broke it. So I'm probably just gonna mute it. But this was Doom music, the background music. And yeah, here's the game. So the jump force is a bit extreme, but that's changeable in the code. And then right here, you can change how fast you fall. I didn't have it check for if you're still in the air, so you can kind of do stuff like that, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, overall, the game is, you can tell it's somewhat Flappy Bird, but I added the fall feature so it more closely resembles dinosaur game. You see right there, I get reset. And yeah, as the game gets faster, I think I haven't gotten too far. You need to start, like when I'm playing legitimately and not flying, you need to like jump and fall really fast, so it gets pretty challenging. Yeah, but yeah, that's my snow game, and yeah, that's about it.